Hello, I'm Nandini Nayar and I welcome you to the world of my books and stories. This is where we talk about books and stories for children. We have a story time, a storytelling session, and we talk about tips and ideas on how you can raise readers in your house. And this is a segment that I call What Shall We Do with This Book? This is meant for the parents and educators, and I offer ideas and suggestions on how you can take a book. You can make the fun with a book last longer with ideas for activities that you can carry out either at home or in the classroom. And the book that I'm talking about today is this one, Pranavs Picture. This is written by me and it has illustrations by Viswajyoti Ghosh. This book was published in 2005 by Tulika Books and is available in English and multiple Indian languages. For those who haven't met Pranav or seen his drawings and would like to buy a copy of this book, I'm going to leave a link in the description box below so you know where to go if you want your own copy of the book. So one of the things, is how you can make a book last longer. You can make the fun of the book last longer either at home or in the classroom. So here are my 4 ideas on what shall we do with this book. So the first idea that you can use with Pranav's Picture is to do with creativity. Those of you who have read Pranav's Picture know that this is a story of a little boy who is drawing something and his mother wants to know what he's drawing, and Pranav says he's drawing something but his amma simply can't see what he is talking about. So this is a book which is about the creativity of the child, and this is something that all of us do need to take some time to nurture in our children, because we're just so busy trying to be correct and trying to ensure that our child draws things according to scale or copies exactly whatever he or she sees in the world, that we don't really give any time or any space for the child to develop his creativity. So this book can be used as a starting point to encourage your child to be like Pranav and to draw the world as he or she sees fit. So that was my first idea on how to use Pranav's Picture. And here it is, my second idea on using Pranav's Picture to create activities. Now, you will find that with most of the ideas and suggestions that come up related to books, especially for the younger children, you will find that these are not ideas that you can implement immediately, in the sense they are not like something that you apply instantly. These are things that you make a regular part of your life and your interaction with your child. So in this book, you see that Pranav and his amma have this really nice conversation, this dialogic form going on where amma asks questions and then Pranav says something and then amma asks something else. Now this is a wonderful format to employ when you want to raise children who learn how to express themselves, who are not afraid to ask questions or doubts, or who know exactly how to answer a question that is put to them. So I would definitely encourage both parents and educators to encourage children to engage in this conversational, conversational game where questions are asked and answers are given, reasons are listed, arguments are made, because all of this is what is going to raise a child who knows his or her own mind, who is not afraid to articulate what he or she feels, and who knows exactly how to formulate an argument. And the third thing that you can do with Pranav's Picture at home is to this is sort of like a game that you can actually play with your child, where you can do it at school too. The teacher can have her own art supplies and the children can have their own, and then you encourage your child to draw the world as they see fit. So you could either decide, for example, you could say a cupboard and both of you draw a cupboard, and you will see how your drawings are so very different from each other's, because your child will have the encouragement to draw things that he sees in the way he sees fit. So this is a game. You could also have another variation where each of you chooses to draw something without telling the other, and then it's a job of the other person to guess exactly what you've drawn. So you might actually have mountains that have very, very pointy peaks or very, very broad bottoms, or you might have clocks with legs on them because time is running. So you could have a variety of ways of representing the everyday things that we see in the world around us. And for the fourth activity, again, this is something that I would suggest you do with every book that you read, not just restrict yourself to Pranav's Picture, is to make the book a part of your life. What I mean by this is, don't think that the book ends or the stories, once a story is done, the book is over. Bring the book home. Invite the characters in the book to move in with you and to share the spaces of your house. So what this does is that in your conversations, in your arguments, in the justifications that your child gives, or even in the kinds of questions that you raise, you would always have, say, Pranav. So if Pranav comes to, after you've read this book and Pranav comes to stay with you, you could say, how would Pranav draw this picture? So this would essentially give your child a very different way of looking at the world, in the sense that would also allow the child the ability to put himself into the shoes of someone else, in this case, the character Pranav, and imagine what he or she sees of the world. Okay, so as you will have noticed that most of these ideas are things that you carry out over a long period of time, and this is something that if you make a regular practice in your conversations with your child, it is going to become such an integral part of their thinking processes, and this is going to help them make sense of the world. This is definitely going to help them develop a more a greater degree of empathy with the people of the world, and definitely a greater understanding of what they see and what is happening. So do write in the comments section and let me know what you thought of this segment. What shall we do with this book? If you have any books that you would like me to discuss, my books, if you would like me to discuss, do leave a comment in the comment section, so I will make a video with that particular book. And do let me know what you think of Pranav's Picture and any of my other books. So till the next time, this is me saying bye. Until then, keep reading and keep smiling.